The flower crown is a versatile hair accessory perfect for the bride, her bridesmaids, and flower girls, whether it's an elegant bohemian wedding or a sophisticated garden party. The flower crown can be worn with any type of dress. You can go over the top with oversized flowers in a wide array of colors, or as simple as you want with a single type of flower. Hello lovely people, this is Janet from 𝐸𝑑bloom. In this video, I will show you how to make a flower crown using the traditional wiring and taping technique. Before you start making, you will need to decide on how much the crown would cover the wearer's head. A full crown will give you a boho or folk costume kind of feel. Half crowns are more popular these days as they look more chic and modern. Once you have decided the crown style that you want, you will need to measure the wearer's heads. If you are making a full crown, you have to think about if you want an opening at the back with a ribbon bow or not. Having an opening would give you flexibility to accommodate different wearers, and that would also save you some flowers and leaves and your precious time as they are relatively shorter. Make sure to subtract the length of the opening from the head measurements if that's what you opt for. Half crowns are easy. You only need to measure from the top of an ear to the other like a headband. For this demo, I've used floral wire for the crown base, cutting pliers, long nose pliers, and some floral tape. For this flower crown, I have used a few types of spray roses in yellow, peach, beige, and pink. To make it more lively and less rigid, I've also added in the lilac flowers for color contrast and shape variation. Last but not least, I've used the filler berries and rose leaves to hide the mechanics. As usual, I already have all my flower petals sealed and wired all my components before filming this video. If you want to learn more about flower petal sealing and wiring and taping for silk flowers, I have separate video tutorials for them, which I've linked down below. Before I started constructing the flower crown, I laid out all the components to see how the flowers would sit against each other and check if I had enough material to cover the length I need. When making wearables, I would always avoid having identical flowers sitting next to each other to avoid the old-fashioned rigid look. In order to make it easier for attaching to the wearer's head, I needed to make an eye for a ribbon or bobby pin to go through. I used a plastic tube to help bending the wire into a fisheye. Once I have the fisheye done, I used my pair of long nose pliers to make the tail and the main bit parallel. You can tape them together or twist them together like I did. The eye has taken up about an inch of the wire, so basically your head measurement plus 2 inches will equal to the length of the wire you need. Now the base is ready to be flowered. To start off, I started taping a couple of rounds on the wire base just below the eye. Then I added a leaf to cover up the eye. It's completely optional, but I prefer to have my mechanics covered at all times. Then I added a little piece of the filler and gradually adding flowers in from small to large like how I had planned it. I always add things in from the same direction and tape at least 2 rounds before moving on to the next one. I've torn the tape off at this point because I found that I added in the flower stem too late, which led to too much of the wire stem was exposed. So I need to tape again to make it more secure. To finish off, I needed to make an eye for the wire base like how I had started, and I would need it to be covered up by a leaf. If I tape the very last leaf like the rest of the leaves, that wouldn't work. So the trick is to flip the leaf over and bend the wire stem before adding it to the bunch. and I needed to trim the wire stem shorter before I could make the eye. And I made the eye just like how I have done it in the very beginning. When I finish taping and adjust the position of the leaf to where it's supposed to be, it covers up the eye completely. Looking at it now, I would say I could have made 1 or 2 more repeats so it can cover up a bit more of the side of my head. What do you think? If you have watched until this point and have been thinking it's too fiddly for you, but you still want some flower crowns for your special occasion, I've prepared another video for you, which I will show you how to make flower crowns without any wiring and taping. If that sounds great to you, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell and stay tuned, as that will be the next video that I will upload real soon. I will also link it right here when it's up. If you have enjoyed watching this video, I would appreciate a lot if you let me know down in the comments below and hit the thumbs up for me. I would also love to hear from you if you have any questions or topic ideas. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.